We went from 9 to 10.
ReWritten. Okay. All right, Scenesters, we are here with ReWritten. And I just have to say, first and foremost, you guys did a great job. I love the dynamic of your show.
Thanks.
Why don't we go ahead and have everyone introduce and say what instrument you play and how old you are?
I'm Michael. I'm a vocalist, and I am 16 years old.
Nice.
I'm Jason Loing. I'm the pianist/guitarist, and I'm 15.
All right.
I'm Daniel. I do cello and I'm 16.
I'm Bryce. I play drums and I'm 15.
All right, so do you guys all go to high school together?
We all are going to. He goes to Denver School of the Arts.
I'm the exception.
Yeah, I was there for a short while myself. But starting after winter break in January, we will all be going to George Washington High School.
G-dubs.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. What?
Cool. And you guys do music with school, or is this after extracurricular? I'm sure that you,
Yeah, obviously in the orchestra.
as a cellist, you have this commanding voice about you. You're only 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, I work at Chick-fil-A. Most people think I'm about 22. Not joking.
I would say even older. You should develop that, because one thing that you notice is if you learn how to talk like this, people can't help but listen.
Yeah,
I mean,
And you could also maybe get a job doing movie voiceovers.
I've been told I could be a narrator, a radio person, and an auctioneer because I can talk fast.
I had to develop my auctioneer voice. It was not naturally instilled. This guy's got a gift. Sorry, I'm sorry to get distracted from the music. I'm just
fine.
taken back by it.
Yeah, our middle school choir teacher said some things along those lines.
Do you sing? You sing that low bass?
I don't actually.
Oh,
He used to.
He could.
Then my voice got low.
Hey, we're gonna make him do some voiceovers for the station, dude.
Right?
He actually used to be like a really high alto or soprano or something. Then,
Really? And then one
his
day you
voice
just grew
dropped.
9 inches, and all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, Mom, can I get some breakfast?"
Something like that.
Well, let's get back to the music now. I'm sorry. Deep breath. So you guys were playing a really eclectic set, but I heard one of your originals that you talked about. It said it was one of the first songs you guys written, or it was really popular. It was really upbeat.
Under the Weather?
It was either
Maybe,
Under the Weather, Learn to Live, or Get Out.
Well, those were the only three we played.
Well, you guys have a really interesting sound that you're going for, and usually with the bands that come through the Scenesters, outside of the power trio, which seems to show up repeatedly, we usually have more traditional bands that are filled with like a couple guitarists and a bass player and a singer and maybe a piano and a drum. And you guys have the cello, and then you have the switching instruments between the guitar and piano, and then you have the front man running around doing his thing. So it's cool. Do you think there's anything missing?
We're always looking for recruitment. Another guitarist or a bassist would be nice. So
To go with that cello. You
Yeah,
carried that
great.
low end though. You did a good job carrying the low with the cello and the
that
piano.
way he could do a little more improvisation.
Yeah, nice thing about having a bass would be I wouldn't have to worry about those bass notes. I could just do my own thing.
We actually, Chris Carter and I were in a band called Hot Cheese Soup, and our bassist was a cellist by trade. And I think we would have loved to bring in another player and let her be freer on the cello. I think it really would have filled it in our sound too. But keep doing what you're doing. It's really, really great. And Michael, I told you out in the hall, I'll give you a public compliment now. The last time Michael was here, and I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago?
Man, I can't recall.
It was quite a while
I think
ago,
It
I
was
feel.
like 7th grade or something. It
It was
was
quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And Michael really was like striving to command the stage, but he was in a little bubble. And he was singing every note cleanly, and he was still engaging the audience, but like I could see him ready to run around. I could see him ready to dance around on the stage, and I told him how close he was in this interview, and he walked downstairs, and I'm like, dude, you found it. Like, the stage presence was really phenomenal, and your voice has grown, and you guys had a really nice set, and I wish I could have seen more of it. We've been down here working a lot today, but big stuff for you guys. Are you going to continue to, so now that you're going to the school together, what's the next steps with what
I
you're
think
doing?
this is definitely going to be, or make it easier to practice for us instead of, running
been the
around
struggle.
like, what are we going to do? You go to one school, we all go to the other school, meet halfway or
Pick up
something, meet at
Daniel.
someone's house. So that we may do independent music studies elective, but
That'd be
that's
cool.
that's up for debate.
Yeah.
Because we are pretty busy at school with
We're thinking
all
of
the
doing it
classes.
senior year though.
Yeah.
Would they let you
That'd be
get?
nice.
They would give you. You could apply to get credit, and then
Yeah.
pretty much jam at school for an hour every other day or something
Yeah,
like that.
pretty
That'd be
much.
cool. Try to do that.
Yeah.
If you guys need any help facilitating that, reach out to us. I have a background as an attorney, so I can.
Oh, thank you.
I could like write a letter from the Scenesters to the school, and maybe we could be involved in helping you guys facilitate something like that. I don't know. George Washington's pretty close, and we have
Yeah.
access to this whole studio here. So please feel free to reach out to us as mentors, as friends, as peers, as people who can help you out along the way, because we don't have everything to provide, but what we do have, we're more than willing to share with these awesome youth bands that maybe don't have access to everything. It sounds to me like you guys are doing pretty good and getting your time in and practicing and
Oh yeah.
and really, I mean, just keep moving forward.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and don't hesitate to reach out to us, because that's what.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Definitely impressed with the set.
Oh, and I have to say, Hazel Miller, you guys know who she is?
Yes.
Okay, Denver legend Hazel Miller. She looked at me when you guys were doing one of your songs, we were on our way, and she just said, "This is just so brilliant," and she was just smiling ear to ear, and that says something, guys.
Well,
So,
good press
Nice to
right
hear.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if Hazel Miller went to George Washington High School?
Do you know if she went to George Washington?
I
Chris?
can't.
If Hazel went
I
to
don't know.
George- she went to. She's from Colorado. I know that much.
Yeah.
We can find
Close
out.
enough.
We'll introduce you to her.
I
She's
think I heard
upstairs.
something about that, but
We'll
maybe I'm
introduce you to
wrong.
her after we get down here. She's upstairs. She's
Well,
very
worst
friendly.
comes to worst, let's start a rumor. You know, make it good for us.
See, these guys, all these kids
Do it.
know
Kidding,
about the
kidding.
TMZ generation knows about good and bad publicity. Right? And you just gotta get it out there.
Any publicity is good
It's
publicity.
don't listen to that Paris Hilton garbage. It's not true. It's not true. Well, I guess that's all
True enough.
perspective.
Part of the
Uh,
truth.
Well, so we are gonna. Are they playing upstairs right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're killing it up there.
Who's up right now?
Over the castle.
Yeah. Over the castle.
Another female band.
We actually went to a music industry program, me and Jason here, with the lead vocalist of the band.
Okay, cool.
She's amazing, Lena.
There's a lot of, actually their parents were. I was talking to their dad and one of their dads, and he was like, they're kind of nervous because they feel like they're in this guy genre, like this rock genre, and I'm like, I think that if we looked at the Scenesters bands from the beginning of our Scenesters until now, that we've probably had more women on stage than
Well, lots.
I think so. With between our generation and the Blush Band and Nightingale Symphony and School of Rock, it's a really even playing field.
Yep.
So, you guys want to say anything to anyone? Limited audience here. We'll give you a little freedom here.
Megan's last name is Burt, right?
Megan Burt?
Yo, shout out to Megan Burt. She was the
The
one who
musician?
she kind of helped me break out of my shell. She was our songwriting teacher.
That's cool, man.
And,
you know Megan, don't you? Yeah.
And I was just joking around one day. I pulled out a kazoo in the middle of one of our songs, and that's kind of how we, incorporate the kazoo into our music now.
Cool, man.
And I got on my knees and I was joking for one of the parts, and she said, "No, do that, because people want to see that." It gets the crowd excited. So
That's great, man. Those people that encourage you to be yourself on stage are the ones that you want to surround yourself with. And,
Definitely.
And gosh, I don't know how many times my band looked at me when we were going, just like, who is this guy? But they smiled and let me do my thing, and that was what the crowd liked. And it's cool that you have good mentors like that and that you appreciate them. What about you guys? You want to say anything to anyone, or you?
I'm all good.
you sure don't want to say thank you, Mom, thank you, Dad?
No.
We're not
Well,
really
I
doing
mean,
an
thank
acceptance
you.
speech, I just want to give everyone an opportunity. Like, if you want to say something about anything, really.
Well, thank you to you guys for having us here.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Mile High Scenesters are the best.
Oh, well, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and that's why we decided to do this in the first place. So, we like hearing thank yous, but know that it's mutual. I think that Chris and I will both agree wholeheartedly that as artists and as creators, we have grown exponentially because of working with you guys, and we're excited to move that forward. So, we'll go ahead and wrap the interview. Thank you guys for being on, and let's show you the studio here.
Rewritten.
Rewritten.
Studio.
Rewritten.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, fellas. Come check this out.
And so you curse the night, countless tears fill endless jars, can't make the world turn your way, so you just